Alright, you guys, it is February 3rd, I do believe. I'm getting ready to plant my seeds. I did buy a lot of new stuff because basically I'm new to planting, and yeah, so I had to buy a lot of stuff. I planted stuff in the past, but I don't have scissors. I done lost them. One second. Okay, so yeah, I've planted stuff in the past, but I never really kept up with it. So this year I am determined to grow my own stuff. Hopefully it's not too noisy or too windy out here. I do feel like the wind on me, but I'm gonna show you guys what I am getting ready to start. All of the different seeds that I'm gonna plant, and I'm gonna put them in I'm gonna start them in the house. I'm just outside because, you know, it's dirt soil that I'm dealing with, and I didn't want to get it everywhere. But I'm freezing, so I'm putting these latex. Are these latex? I don't know what these are. Putting these gloves on top of my garden gloves. But anyways, I'm getting ready to start a whole bunch of different seeds in the house, and I'm gonna put it on a seed starting heating mat. I can't think of the proper name for it, but I bought one of those today. I bought my soil today. Let me show you guys the different seeds that I'm using. I ordered these from M.I. Gardener spinach, dinosaur kale, black magic kale, and collards. So let's mix this up.
I've been wanting to start my own garden for a very long time, and I felt like it was just about time to start it. The reason why I'm starting my own garden is because I want to grow a lot of my own food. I eventually want to have a homestead where I just have a lot of stuff in my garden. I did buy a few other things, but I can't plant them right now because they're more so like warm weather crops. Kale, spinach, and they prefer the cold, or they can tolerate the cold. So that's the reason why I'm planting these right now, so I can have some kale. I do have a raised bed that my husband bought for me for Christmas. It's already put together, but I need to put like some, I don't know what it's called, like a spray over it so that it's more so weatherproof and water resistant. So yeah, but yeah, I'm super excited about starting my own garden. I know I'm not going to get everything the very first time, but I wanted to give this a go. I started a garden a few years ago, and it was a total flop, and I just felt defeated, and I totally gave up. The summer of 2023, I started to go to a farmer's market, and I had purchased some collards from one of the farmers, and you guys, they were so delicious. I was like, oh my god, these taste way better than store-bought. And that really started me wanting to grow my own garden because the taste is totally different. It's so much better, it's so much fresher. And I was like, I am determined to start my own garden, and I am going to refuse to give up if like stuff just starts to die off. It's a learning process that I've had to tell myself over the past few weeks, and when I actually decided to start doing a garden, I'm like, it's a learning process, so I'm going to learn as much as I can. I rented a lot of books or borrowed a lot of books from the library. I am starting to purchase books. I've watched a ton of videos on YouTube about starting your own garden and doing like a little garden. I do live in a townhouse, so I can only garden right here on my back patio. So not a lot of space, but I'm still super excited to see what I can grow. So a fun fact about dino kale is the reason why it is called dino kale is because the leaves sort of resemble what the skin of dinosaurs would have looked like. So it's a fun fact. I never knew like why it was called dino kale until like, of course, I looked it up, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. It does look like what dinosaur skin may have looked like. But these seeds are so tiny, you guys. Like, I'm already blind, and I'm like, well, I'm not really blind, but I do have like vision problems, and I'm trying my best not to drop too many seeds. Y'all, I've dropped like maybe 4 to 5 seeds in each one, even though I was trying not to. These seeds were so tiny. And I did mess up my spinach. Well, not really mess it up, but the kale and the collards grew pretty fast. And I also planted some spaghetti squash seeds to see if they grow, because I got them from a store-bought spaghetti squash, and I just wanted to see if they grow. I've said that a million times, but again, the spinach took way longer to grow versus everything else. Like, I don't know if it's because I put too much soil back on top of them. As you all can see, I'm like putting a lot of soil on top of them, and it's probably because the seeds were too tiny. I did read up on that, like if your seeds are super small, you do not need to put like a lot of soil on top of them. I should have just sprinkled them on top and then covered them up with the dirt that I just a little bit of, or not dirt, a little bit of soil. Again, I got these spaghetti squash seeds from a spaghetti squash that I had last year, and I prepped them, and you guys, they all, every single last one of them grew. I was like super shocked. I was not expecting all of them to grow or to germinate. Now, will they produce any spaghetti squash? I don't know. We're going to have to see that over the summer. So that's something you guys are going to hit the subscribe button for, to see if these spaghetti squash actually grow. I've done a lot of research. I've read books. I've watched YouTube videos like I mentioned earlier in this video, and I just want to spread what I've learned with you guys. And if you guys can teach me anything, please leave it in the comments down below. Like I said, the spinach ended up growing, but it just took a longer time. I don't know if it's that's the way it's supposed to be, but I felt like the kale, the collards, and the spaghetti squash germinated way faster than the spinach, which is crazy because I was most excited about the spinach, and I felt myself getting discouraged, like, oh no, the spinach isn't growing. What did I do wrong? How do I correct it? So yeah, I'm just crazy like that, you guys. But I'm super excited, and I really hope that you guys will follow me along this journey. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And guess what, you guys? I'm going to finish off watering these plants, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.